Hello, it's Dee Dee here again to talk to you more about narcissistic traits, habits, situations, etc., utilizing my former friend Faith as my example. That's her pseudonym. Let's talk about addiction to attention that narcissists have. Narcissists play the interacting, what I call the mirror game. Narcissists kind of lack an inner core of knowing how to behave and how to act at times. So what they do is they'll speak and they'll act in a certain way to get a response from you. And they'll make sure that the response they get is 100% of the time. That way, they know exactly how to act the next time. Now, there is one exception, though. They're looking to get a response that validates them as being all powerful over you. So it's not that they're looking to figure out how to interact with you to have a relationship, because they really don't care about that. What they care about is what boosts their false sense of self, their false ego, if you will. So they're looking to feel more powerful over you and not to connect with you as a friend in a relationship. That's something you have to remember. Is a lot of times when narcissistic relationships break up, we're asking ourselves, I don't understand. We made all these plans. They told me how much they loved me and how much they cared and how we were going to just, go out and conquer the world together. And we were going to be like this happy couple or this happy group of friends or whatever. They never were in it with you for the same reason you were in it with them. You thought you had found this best friend. They realized they found a new supply source to give them what they felt they needed, which is usually praise, admiration, adoration, just somebody swooning over them and being so amazed at how they look or how they act or what they said or what they did. It was always about boosting their ego, their false self. It was never about loving you, caring about you, being in a relationship with you, because they wanted to connect. Narcissists don't have wiring to truly connect with people. Okay. One narcissist, Faith, that I'm talking about, would brag about how she would catch and kill flies in midair, and then talk about how she actually almost killed a person, and how she actually killed an animal, a dog to be specific, and that she was fascinated with psycho movies, like movies where people slaughter people, slasher films, anything deadly and gruesome and gross. She bragged about that. That was very fun for her to do to me. And she would watch me cringe because I hate all things gory and graphic and cruel. So she got great sport out of watching my reaction to that and feeling like she was powerful over me. She could make me cringe. That was great entertainment for her. Narcissists give and withhold attention as if it's a cruel game. They'll watch people actually beg for their time, or beg for compliments, or even beg to acknowledge that they exist in their presence, because one of their favorite games is giving you the silent treatment. If you say or do anything that makes them feel like they're not the perfect creature that they want you to believe they are, they'll just snub you and shun you and ignore you as if you don't even exist. So they love to see you beg. Please talk to me. Please just say something. Please, I can't handle this silence anymore. Can we just work this out? Does that sound familiar? Oh, they love that. That's great fun for them. While they ignore you, they feel perfectly justified in doing so. And they even belittle you. They look at you like, psh, what a sniveling idiot. What is wrong with you? Oh my gosh, do you need me that much? That's, even if they're not saying it, that's what they're thinking. How wimpy. What a wimp. Oh my gosh, they're so attached to me. If they ask for what they need, if you ask for what you need too much and you say, look, I'm hating this distance between us. I don't like this. This feels uncomfortable. They might actually become enraged in what's called a narcissistic rage, They may start screaming at you and say, "You're so wimpy, you're so stupid. Oh my gosh, this is not a big deal. I only ignored you for a day. It's not like I ignored you the rest of your life." I mean, they'll minimize your pain too. That's another thing they do. Okay, they hate being alone. Why does a narcissist hate being alone? Because it means that they are without attention. Narcissists love the attention. Now, they might not like all eyes on them if it makes them feel like they're being belittled or living somehow beneath what they think their expert standard is that everybody admires about them. But for the most part, they don't like being left alone with their own thoughts, because this means they have to face themselves. And remember, the narcissist, they don't know that self anymore. They've stuffed that self down. That will result in depression for the narcissist. It could even result in them having a breakdown and even suicide at times. Sometimes they become violent as well, just to get more attention, to get you to not leave them to their own devices, to themselves. I remember once Faith said to me, please forgive me. Please say you forgive me. Please say it's okay. Because if you don't, I have to go alone and pray in my prayer closet with Father. And I can't handle that. I can't handle him being upset with me. Please don't make me go alone before Father. Now, she was, supposedly a Bible Christian type person. So she would go into her prayer closet to go before the Father and ask him if there were things she needed to change or whatever. So she said. So for her, that was like a fate worse than death, being left alone to have to face God, basically, and answer to him. So like I said, they don't like being alone, because being alone means they have to be introspective. And there's very few things that terrify a narcissist more than actually having to look inwardly at themselves and look at who they are actually being. They don't know how to do that, and it is a very scary thing for them. And they definitely do not know how to cope if the real self, the real hurt child within, starts surfacing, which happens a lot when you confront them, when you question what they do. That makes them look and go, oh my gosh, they're seeing through me. They're seeing that there's something else here than what I'm showing them. That's terrifying to them. They don't like that at all. So that is what we've learned today about the narcissist. They're addicted to attention. They hate being alone. They give and withhold attention as if it's some kind of cruel game, and it's always all about protecting that false ego, that false self, that mask that they hide behind, that they want you to think is the real them. Thank you so much for watching. As always, if you're in a bad situation with somebody, please find a safe person to talk to and get out of the situation if you can. If you can't, at least find out how to practice good self-love techniques, self-help techniques. Seek a therapist. Find somebody that you trust and let them know, hey, I need help navigating this mess that I'm in. I need help figuring out a safe way out of it. And if you can't get out or you won't get out, then you need help just learning how to keep yourself claimed, because the narcissist is trying to project all their issues onto you so they don't have to feel them. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next video. I hope this was helpful.